On a quiet Wednesday morning at 9:45 a.m., inside Providence Municipal Court, no one expected the story that was about to unfold. Judge Frank Caprio, calm, experienced, and respected, prepared to hear another line of everyday cases. Parking violations, red lights, minor offenses. But when the courtroom doors opened, everything changed. Scene 1, hero enters. A woman walked in wearing a firefighter uniform. Scars on her neck, burn marks on her arms, and a limp that told a story before she even spoke. Her name, Sarah Mitchell, 35 years old, 12 years a firefighter, the first female firefighter in her station, and recently, the hero of a fire that had shaken Providence to its core. Whispers spread through the room. Isn't that the firefighter from the Amos Street fire? The one who saved the kids? Judge Caprio looked up from the file and saw the exhaustion in her eyes. Scene 2, the violation. Case number 72149. Sarah Mitchell running a red light. Sarah stepped forward, voice steady but tired. Guilty, Your Honor. Caprio raised an eyebrow. Would you like to explain? She nodded, but with humility, not excuses. My shift had just ended after 48 hours. I was exhausted. I should have stopped, but my reflexes were slow. I ran the red light. I accept my mistake. Scene 3, revealing the fire. Judge Caprio noticed the scars on her neck. Miss Mitchell, were you injured recently? She hesitated. Yes, Your Honor. In the Amos Street fire last week. The entire courtroom leaned in. That fire had been front-page news. A 5-story building. Explosions. Families trapped. What happened in that fire? Asked Judge Caprio. Sarah slowly described the nightmare she had walked into. Midnight alarms. Flames swallowing the lower floors. Smoke blocking every exit. For children trapped in a bathroom. A brave 12-year-old shielding his younger siblings. No stairway. No fire escape. Just smoke and heat everywhere, she said. She and her team forced their way in. Shared oxygen. Carried the children out as the building groaned and cracked around them. And then, when she carried the last child through the door, the ceiling collapsed on her back. Her burns were severe. 3 days in intensive care. But she returned to work a week later. The courtroom fell silent. Even Judge Caprio looked shaken. Scene 4. Emotion takes over. As Sarah finished speaking, the courtroom doors opened again. 3 mothers and 4 children walked in holding flowers and hand-drawn cards. Emily Harris, mother of the oldest child, addressed the judge. Your Honor, this woman saved our babies. We came to thank her. The children rushed to Sarah, hugging her with tears in their eyes. One little girl handed her a drawing titled My Hero. The oldest child spoke bravely. When you came into the room that night, I thought I was seeing an angel. Sarah cried openly. Scene 5, the verdict. Judge Caprio stood up, something he rarely did. Miss Mitchell, you ran a red light. Yes, but justice is not only about the letter of the law. It is also about the spirit of the law. He paused, letting the silence hold the weight of his words. You risk your life to save others. You saved 4 children. You returned to duty injured. You came here today honest and humble. You represent everything good in our community. He placed a hand on her shoulder. Case dismissed. The courtroom erupted into applause. Scene 6, the aftermath. A week later, Sarah received the City Heroism Award, the highest civilian honor. The mayor praised her. Judge Caprio gifted her a badge etched with the names of every life she had saved. 23 people in 3 years. The story went national. CNN, newspapers. America learned her name. Her bravery sparked a state bill, the Sarah Mitchell Act, to increase funding for firefighters and first responders. Sarah became head of training, inspiring a new generation, especially young women. The number of female firefighters in Providence doubled. And every year since the fire, the children she saved visit her on the anniversary of their rescue. Jake dreams of becoming a firefighter. Lily is writing a book called Heroes. Little Lucy holds a fundraising event every birthday to teach fire safety. Outro impact. In Judge Caprio's courtroom that day, people didn't just witness a traffic case. They witness what true courage looks like. They learn that heroes don't wear capes. They wear uniforms and carry the scars of their sacrifice quietly. Narrator ending line. If you believe heroes walk among us every day, hit that like button, comment where you're watching from, and subscribe for more real stories that restore faith in humanity.